Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is FROMSoft Cheese. And today back on Dark Souls Remastered for a bonus video. I want to show y'all how to get the Moonlight Greatsword and how to finish up Wisdom of a Sage. We're actually going to fight Big Hat Logan and Seath the Scaleless. I talked about this in my last video. I thought I didn't have the footage, but I actually do. So I'm going to show you exactly what I meant when I said what I said in that last video, or the video before, whatever it is. So here we have Seath the Scaleless, right? This is like New Game Plus or New Game Plus 2, something crazy. You don't want to do that. You want to do it on New Game like the first time instead of doing it like me, like this. But I didn't get his tail cut in the first time through, so I had to do it on, I think, New Game Plus 2, actually. So let's Seath destroy his own crystal. That is like the main tip. Okay, now he's stunned. You're not going to get hit when he's destroying. He destroys his own crystal. He'll hit the crystal before he hits you, and it won't hurt you. Go to the tip of the tail, like it's the tippy top tip of the tail. You see I'm hitting it really hard here. I'm hitting it for 1,000 damage, and it still didn't come off. Now he's swinging it around, trying to hit me. Alright, another thing you're going to have to deal with is him putting his tail in the wall. So you have to get his tail out of the wall. So you're going to see me trying to get around behind him. So mostly right here, I'm trying to get behind that first leg, or first tail, so I can have the first tail push me towards his tail. His actual tail. You know, he has the two tails on the side, and then the actual tail is, you know, 180 degrees behind him. So don't be trying to cut like the tails on the sides, you know? You want to cut the tail all the way in the back of him. Like his literal tail behind him, coming out of his butt hole. So be cutting on the tip of the tail coming out of his butt hole is what you want to do. And get on the very tip of it, man. Like the hitbox is, if you're hitting anywhere in like the big part of it, you're not going to get it. It really has to be on the tippy top of the tail. Like even I was hitting a little bit in when I should have been hitting more on the very tip. Like just the tip, you know what I mean? Like just the tip, you know. You got to edge it a little bit. But I'm trying to get his tail, like, okay, so this part right here, Seath was putting his tail in the wall every time I went to go to try to cut it. So I'm trying to reposition Seath to where I have you know, I'm repositioning him so that his tail will be in the arena and not in the wall, basically. So I'm trying to get him to come over here so when he turns around that his tail is actually hittable. So most of y'all are probably going to do this your first time through instead of New Game Plus. And most of y'all are going to hit the tip of the tail the first time after you let Seath hit the crystal himself. And most of y'all are probably going to get the tail on like the first try. Like, you won't have to deal with all this stuff. But just in case, you know, maybe you forgot to get the Moonlight Greatsword as well. This is mostly for people looking for achievements. The Moonlight Greatsword is part of the Knight's Honor achievement. And you have to get it. You have to cut all the tails. You know, you have to get the Gargoyle's tail. You have to get Seath's tail. You have to get Ancient Dragon's tail. There's a lot of tails you got to cut. Great Gaping Dragon's tail. And this one's the hardest one, literally. This is definitely the hardest tail to get. So, pulling him into the freaking arena. He's not even going to try to hit me if I'm this far away. It's another way you could fight Seath for real, is like, just get super far away and shoot bow and arrow at him. I didn't do it that way on this playthrough at all, but definitely a strat, because he can't hit you if you're far away from him, no matter what he does. So, you could just keep gapping him. You know, get super far away, use range. But right here, his tail's going to go into the wall. I can already tell that his tail is going to go in the wall here. So, not much I can do. Just trying to get him to turn. Trying to hit the tail. But, it's not really happening there. Somehow he hit me on that. It didn't look like he hit me, but the hitbox for his tails is really big and crazy. So you don't want him to be flailing around with tails. But might have to happen. But here we go again. His tail is in the wall. He likes to hide it. He doesn't want you to see it. He's got a bald spot. He's covering it up. He's doing a comb over. You know, he wears a hat all the time. He doesn't like to go swimming. All that stuff because he doesn't want you to see it. It's cold in here, y'all. It's cold. It's only because it's cold, right? That's why he's trying to hide it from you. He's a grower, not a shower. So he's not trying to show me his tail I think I'm just, like, maybe right here. Maybe I almost had a chance to get it right there. But once again, he doesn't want us to see it. He's hiding. He's got stage fright. He's about to slam it down. Luckily, he didn't hit me there. I might have a chance. No. He does a 180. So, like I said, man, your best shot is doing it your first time you see Seath. I usually fight Seath, definitely not first. I usually do Nido first. And there we go, finally. I just needed one more hit on it. We get the Moonlight Greatsword, which is a staple of Dark Souls games, if you didn't know that. It's in, like, a lot of the games. I think maybe even Sekiro. But I know for sure it's in Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3. I think even Bloodborne has some sort of Moonlight Greatsword, or whatever. Some Moonlight something. And, you know, it's like the thread that ties together all the games. So, I'm just going to show you the rest of the kill here using Pyromancy. I think Pyromancy, if you're not trying to, like, do a challenge run or make it harder on yourself, like, Pyromancy is the way to go in this game. And bow and arrow. Bow and arrow and Pyromancy. So, you know, Dust Crown and Bellowing Ring if you got it. I got the Flippy Ring on probably. I think I have Bellowing and Flippy Ring on right now. Eventually you grow, you get your big boy pants on, and you take off the Fap Ring. Stop fapping. Eventually you will stop fapping, and you can wear different rings instead of having one spot locked up with the Fap Ring. Alright, so the other thing I want to show y'all is the entirety, like, finishing up Big Hat Logan's entire quest line. Here's the tail, by the way. It's probably the coolest looking tail. Flopping around, looking like a finger. I don't know. I thought it was cool. I played with it a little bit here because maybe I can get a cool thumbnail or something. Probably just do like the Moonlight Greatsword popping up on the screen and circle it with the red circle and point to it with an arrow and all that jazz that YouTubers do. I'm sure. Point down. Yeah, let's go. Got it. 200,000 souls right there, but it takes a lot to level up too for me. Should be going to Big Hat Logan here pretty soon. Don't really need all this. I think I cut... There we go. A little editing on the fly there. You didn't need to see all that. Me leveling up and warping to Firelink Shrine is what I just cut off of there. But here we go. So we have Big Hat Logan in Duke's Archives. We're going to buy every single spell he has. Whether you have it or not already, you have to buy it. So just buy it till he has nothing left. Buy every single thing he has till he has nothing left. You will have to, for his entire quest line, you need to, I don't know if you need to free Griggs and talk to him, but you have to go to Sin's Fortress, get the key to free Big Hat Logan out of the cage. So you have to make the boulder roll through the lizard, you know, the lizard kind of chilling on the wall there before you see the boulder for the first time. You have to go up to the boulder thing, change the direction of it, make it go back towards the lizard chilling on the wall. It'll smash through that wall, and then you can go that way, and there's a bunch of cages on the side, and you just use the key on Logan, where he'll be in the cage. You free him, you talk to him, he'll go back to Firelink Shrine, you kind of talk to him there, and eventually he will go to Duke's Archives. Once again, he will get captured, he'll go into the cell in Duke's Archives. You have to get the key for him here, and then go back and free him there. I think the key is right where he's sitting, almost, so it's not too hard. But you have to backtrack in both occasions. But right here, remember this, where you went up to fight Seath for the first time? Where he cursed you and you had to take a death? It's like a death you have to take in this game, unless you do the skip. Well, we're going to head back to there. So it's the first elevator you see in the Duke's Archives. This is where you fought the Crystal Knight dude. This is where the Crystal Lizard was. This is where you do the skip if you're going to do it. It's right there. Where you get cursed. You put on the ring, the rare ring of sacrifice, so you don't have to get actually cursed and lose your souls, and then you end up in the cell. Well, that's where we're going. We're going back to that room after buying all of his spells and exhausting his dialogue. He starts to talk like a maniac and do gibberish, and he goes crazy. He goes hollow. Open this chest in here, you get the large magic ember. That'll also be part of your getting all achievements. You need that large magic ember so you can level up a magic weapon to fully. And he's not here, right? He's not here, but it's okay. We're going to turn our game off and turn it back on. But I just wanted to show you all this room. It's pretty cool. You don't really get to look around, but you can go up here. There's really nothing up here. You don't need to do this. But, I don't know. I like areas in games where they still, like, let you go there, but there's nothing really there. So, going around up here, nothing really up here, but I thought it was pretty cool looking. So, I wanted to show that. I'm also looking around, making sure he's not somewhere stupid. But yeah, he's not here, but that's okay. Maybe we didn't load our game enough in between talking to him and coming here, so I'm just going to quit out. Quit out. If something's not there that you think should be there, always just quit your game, reload your game, come back in, and they might be there. So he's going to be here quick, and we're going to start fighting right away. So, yeah, here he is. He's hollow, so he's naked. I guess when NPCs get hollow, they also strip off all their clothes. It's like when you're freezing to death and you all of a sudden get hot and you strip off all your clothes, or when you're about to die, you get really thirsty. Stuff like that. He's hot. He's about to die. He's hollow. He strips his clothes off. He's crazy. Just in his underwear. And easily killed him with pyromancy. I mean, if he hits you with those spells, he'll hit you hard as F. But, alright, sorcery, white dragon breath, big hat. We got his hat. We got his catalyst. And I will show you how that looks, because I like to do cool stuff like this. I'm not just cutting to the chase all the time. I'm showing you cool stuff. And the video is going to end pretty quickly after this, but I show you Wisdom of a Sage popping up on my screen as well. I'll show you the end of the fight again, plus Wisdom of a Sage popping up on my screen. So, yeah. Bonus video for you here. Wisdom of a Sage, Big Hat Logan's complete quest line, getting the Moonlight Greatsword for the Knight's Honor achievement. I have a couple more bonus videos. I'm going to show you farming Demon Titanite. I'm going to show you farming the Channeler's Trident, and a couple of other things. But eventually we might move on to Dark Souls 2. Here's the end of the fight. At least I think. Wisdom of a Sage pops up on the screen. Yeah. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. Hardest thing to get for Wisdom of a Sage there. Peace.